She here from Untitled Tarot. I hope that you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. I'm here to bring you a channeled message, as you can tell by the title, talking about this full moon in Leo energy that we are having. I was really guided to kind of record this late into the day. It's 5:15 down on the clock. Okay, so because I had my own personal energy that I had to work through as well today, but I really wanted to make this video as normal as I normally do into it, okay? So I will still be uploading it at some point today. You guys might be seeing it a little bit later on in the day, but that's okay too. So as usual, I have my notes, okay? Well, there's that sun, there's that Leo energy. Forgiveness and enlightenment is what I'm really feeling, which really checks in. So for this full moon in Leo, as you always know, you guys, full moons are about releasing, okay? And when we tap into the Leo energy that we need to release, of course, we tap into any kind of pride or ego issues, making a choice to release and let go, right? To release and let go, to check your pride, check your ego. What has been holding you back? Okay, okay, spirit, okay, what has been holding you back from what you really want? Okay, like you've been making choices that I've really been holding on to things. It's like we have to release things to make room for what we really want to come into our life. Have you been blaming other people for holding you back? So have you been pointing the finger and playing the blame game, excuse me, to other people in your life, saying they're the reason that I'm being held back, and if they hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that, and if they hadn't have said this, I wouldn't have acted that way? Have you been doing that? Is there anything in your past or recently that's been happening? Okay, King of Wands, and it's holding you back, right? King of Wands in reverse energy is holding you back. It's karmic energy that's holding you back, right? Masculine karmic energy that's holding you back. It's holding you back from your heart space, or holding you back from what you really want, right? Have you been given? Yeah, have you been given? So placing the blame game. We can never control what other people say, what they do, how they act, how they respond, how they react. If they react, if they respond. All that we can do is control ourselves. All that we can do is try to answer and out of our ego, to not answer and return people's acting out of their shadow self with acting out of our shadow self and matching their energy. That's all that we can control in this world, okay? So no one else is responsible. Okay, yeah, so I got this really big energy of somebody needing someone else to put them in check. Guys, like someone else, nobody is ever responsible for making you take accountability, or nobody is ever responsible for like putting you into check, or telling you like, hey, like you need to do this, or you should always be taking the responsibility and the accountability to do that for yourself, okay? Take real accountability without getting lost in blame or shame, okay? So that is blaming other people or blaming yourself, shaming other people, shaming yourself, right? Either way that it goes. Other people, other people serve a purpose, but they are not here to just serve you. Exactly. They are beings that are on their own spiritual path, making their own choices and making their own mistakes. And it's not our, it's not our place to always go around pointing out how other people are messing up, or pointing out how other people, well, they do this and they do it, so why is it not okay? Like, we're not doing that. That's what, if there any of that, you need to be listening, like saying a little more silent, saying a little more introspective on yourself, not blaming so much of the finger pointing, but it's him and her and her and her, and then playing the shame game on yourself afterwards for that action, right? So I was seeing really strong Ace of Wands. Make sure you're getting any anger or frustration and passion out in a healthy and creative way, right? So if you're feeling a massive amount of like a rush of passion that feels uncontrollable, or anger or frustration, okay, make sure that you are getting those out in healthy, especially with the passionate part, and creative ways. Make sure you're tapping into that solar plex energy. Make sure that you are creating and crafting things that can allow you to express those kind of emotions in healthy ways. So journal about it, write about it, make a piece of art about it. Cook yourself a really good meal and just like cook it, like, release it, go for a jog, go for a run, dance, find energetic body movement way to kind of get that energy out of you, and of course do it in a healthy way. Okay, so I saw a lot of chariot action. I saw the ace of wands. I saw the chariot. I also really was tapping into some energy of there's a masculine that it turns them on to have a feminine in their life that puts them in check, or that like takes the responsibility to like be like, oh no, you're not gonna act that way to me, and you need to do this and you need to do that, and they're just like, yeah, I like that. And it's like, look, it's nobody else's, like there's nothing wrong with liking a person who will stand up for themselves, right? Okay, look at that, right? But it turns over to control. It turns over to irrationality, okay, with the full card in reverse there. It turns over to too much control when you want to either give up your power, or you want to be able to act in a way that you want to, and that you feel like you have to have a strong spouse that will like conquer you, right? Like that is an issue that you have inside of yourself that you need to check. So whether or not you identify as being the masculine energy and, you know, resonating more in the masculine energy, okay, I was getting that really strongly with this somebody, okay, that resonates a lot in the masculine energy, likes to put that responsibility on other people. And it's like, it's nobody else's responsibility to put you in check. You should be able to put yourself in check. You don't need to think that you can act as reckless or have a reckless mouth, or, you know, oh, I need somebody who's gonna, you know, tell me to sit the hell down and stuff like that. Like, no, like you should be able to do that for yourself. So if you're having any of those issues, right now is a great time to be releasing and working through that. Okay, I also saw the Strength, the Tower, and the Hermit card, okay, as well as the Star card. And I was hearing Beauty and the Beast kind of energy, okay. Release any negative relationship cycles. This is a good time to release any of these negative relationship cycles, or these, I need this type of person who's gonna basically do what it's my responsibility to do to myself, right? And the feminine energy, yeah, the feminine there, I really feel like a really strong feminine energy here. It's just like, it's not my job to heal you. It is not my job to heal you, right? This is a negative cycle with the world, right? A negative cycle that needs to end, okay? So let's get more into the energy. Something, I also just got a notification about something about wigs, okay? So I don't know how that might resonate for you, but wow, look at that cut. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So like there is this energy that wants to come into your life, but Spirit is really guiding you to release any of this past energy, any of this like prideful energy that might be holding you back, right? Or any kind of insecurities that might be coming up, or release anybody that makes you feel like you're not good enough, okay? Anybody that has made you feel like you're not good enough, yeah, step out of that, because that hurt place is become your comfort zone. Step out of it, right? So let's get into the energy. 737 was down on the clock right when I looked up, and that. Oh, wow. Work through your fears. So work through any kind of fears with that new moon in Scorpio energy. What's leaving the spread energy that's being denied, or leaving balance, spirituality, and practicality. Yeah. So there needs to be some more balance between your spiritual higher self, okay, and your lower self getting back into your body is what I'm hearing. So that's that movement energy is really going to help you. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, right? So you need to release feeling like you have to work so hard for this. That's what Spirit is saying. Communication is key. Listen to your inner communication, listen to your inner guidance, and really tap into listen to your spirit guidance as well. Like Spirit is saying they're giving you the guidance that you need, but there is something that's kind of blocking you from really accepting it and really like putting it into work or putting it into practice. So be aware of that. I'm hearing fear. Yeah. There's some fear of what's the next step, fear of what it really means to be on the other side of this, right? And Spirit saying they understand, but there's no need to be scared about it. Yeah, I'm feeling just like the sudden like I feel really hot all of a sudden. Bring love into this situation. I really feel like I'm reading that more as like self-love, right? Yeah, it's time to take action. So you actually might have a buildup. You might feel, Spirit is telling me that you might actually, you might be surprised that you might be feeling like really down or like really tired, but Spirit is saying that it's actually a lack of action or a lack of getting out that energy. You have so much energy that it's like overloading your system. And so Spirit is saying that you actually need to find that outlet to get that out of you, so that it's not overloading your system, because your system is shutting down. But excuse me, because, and I know it might seem like what, like I need to be more active, like I'm tired, so that means I need to be more active, but Spirit is saying yes, like you need that boost or that start in your system. Oh my gosh, I'm processing so much. So much right now. Yeah, and that hot flush feeling is like, it's leaving me now that I'm like processing all of this information. Yeah, a new romantic cycle begins. The spirit, oh my god. Okay, some of you might have been going through a kind of dry spell, but spirit is saying like that, so that's something that also needs to end. You need to get more in touch with your body, especially feminine energy needs to get more in touch with their body, needs to get more in touch with that energy, because it's going to help them like really positively get out that energy, the buildup of that energy inside of them. One more. Thank you. A time to give rather than take. I just heard masculine. A time to give rather than take. So your masculine energy is the need to give more than it takes. Adjustments are required in this situation right here. Some real serious adjustments need to happen. Need to be. Okay. Let's get more into it. What's going to help them? Yeah, well, healing. One. Healing. Spirit saying that they already see that you're working on a lot of like healing, like past traumas and with like relationship issues and, you know, parents and just things that you've been through. So they already see that you're working on that. So that's good. Spirit is saying that's good. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Tell me more about this balance, spirituality, and practicality. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, yeah. It is this King of Wands, like not getting up, not moving, not, it's like not merging forward, not going forward with what you know that you need to do. Yeah. Spirit says you need to drop this regrets. Like, so much of the time when we start going through our awakening, we start examining ourselves and examining people around us, and we can get stuck in that fear, blame, shame cycle, right? We can get stuck in that where it's like I can't believe I haven't done this already. I can't believe I haven't got up. Why don't I feel the motivation? The Spirit says you need to be more understanding about yourself, because it's not helping you. It's not helping you to feel more motivated to be being hard on yourself is not what you need to do right now. It's not helping you get up and actually do what you need to do in this situation. Like, it's not helping you. Tell me more about this King of Wands in reverse. Oh, wow! So many cards just came out. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're showing me that big one. There's an attachment here. Attachment to something. It's really slowing you down. It's putting obstacles in your way. What is this attachment? Because Nine of Pentacles in reverse gives me either like, because Nine of Pentacles in the upright is like about independence, is about like really feeling that independence and really loving it and feeling that, you know, putting in the work and getting back what you're putting in. Yeah. So this is around like wish fulfillment. Getting what you want. Could be also overindulging, possibly overindulging in something. Possibly that could really be holding. Yeah, it's imbalancing you. There's something here that you're overindulging in that's really imbalancing you. And Spirit's not telling you this to kind of like make you feel like ashamed about it or anything, but they're just like, you really need to work on that. Oh, I didn't even see. Yeah, you need to bring more balance into your life. There's something you need to give back to more than you're giving. To bring in that balance for you. Can you give them some more specific, Spirit? Like, what can they do to balance this out? What can they do? Oh, wow. Okay, well, one, commitment. Commitment to, like, sticking with it. Like, persistence, perseverance is kind of the energy that they're giving me. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. There is like this feeling or the sensation that there are some negative past cycles that you've been that have been like passed down to you. The spirit is saying that it's like you've grown accustomed to it. Negative past cycles that you've really grown accustomed to. And you're not being giving enough, you're not being understanding enough, you're not being soft enough, you're not being gentle enough with yourself with this Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like, where's the love? Like, show yourself some love. Show yourself some love here. All right, bring love to the situation. Let's move on to that one. Okay, what's leaving the situation? Oh, an opportunity. Page of Pentacles. There's an opportunity to collaborate or to do something here that you're like, that you're kind of like tossing to the tide, or you're like taking advantage of, and like you're not taking advantage of it. There's an opportunity that's like right in front of you that you're really not taking advantage of, and Spirit's like, why? Like, why are you doing that? Like, but I really feel like a lot of you are like questioning what you're worth. Like inside, like deep inside, you're questioning whether or not you're really worth it, right? It's something new and something unexpected, something you've never really done before. And it makes you, yeah, there is like this juggling, this imbalance. Yeah, it's really being guided by like fears. The Moon card in reverse. Yes, you're not seeing it. There's secrets here. Something that you're not uncovering. I'm hearing a truth about yourself, okay? A truth about what you're working on or what you should be like working with. Spirit says they're trying to collaborate with you together to bring something, to bring like a whole new like love cycle into your life. Yeah, with this Empress here, they're trying to bring you into this Empress energy, but they said that you're keeping yourself trapped by kind of like turning away from it or denying it. Yeah, there's all this abundance and all this energy that wants to flow into your life. Yeah, but you're not, there's something that you're not walking away from, and Spirit's just like, please, like, and they might not be going into it as much as what you need to walk away from, because one, it could be really personal, or two, you know, like I said, this is a general reading, so yeah, there's so much like beautiful energy. There's just like this bright shining light. Yeah, but Seven of Swords, like you're sneaking away from it. Or Spirit says they're having to bring it to you in like in a sneaky way, like they're just like are like easing it in. Tell me more about this. Seven of Swords. Okay. They're showing me like a rubber band. It's like so much resistance, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody just like lets go of the rubber band and it all just like pops, like, and all releases like all at once. I really feel like this is going to be a tower moment that happens to you, where like all this just releases all at once and comes like rushing in towards you. And so they're trying to bring, like, your spirit guides are trying to slow it down so it can come in a little bit in a time where you can like really take it, but they're just like, yo, like it's time, right? So a lot of healing is happening here. Healing had to happen first, yeah, and there is a process, like an evolution had to happen here first. And I really feel like you're already going through that evolution. So Spirit says, don't get us wrong. We're not trying to be here and like chastise you and tell you like they're not, you know, that you're not doing right enough or anything like that, but there are saying that there is something right along with this control, a sense of control, a sense of surrender. It's giving me kind of like a running away vibe, like I don't think I can do this. Can't do, you know, do I have what it takes to do this? That's what like your real fear is, like judgment. You really fear judgment. Yeah, yeah. Spirit said this is not your burden to bear. Like like Spirit's like you need to be dropping these burdens, but that's what like exited, right? Like you're holding on to it. So weird. But you need to let go of it. That's what Spirit's saying. Like you're refusing to let go, right? What is this 10 of Wands here? Fears, anxieties, 9 of Swords. I just smelled cigarettes like really strongly, and I don't even smoke cigarettes. My mom was over at my house earlier. She smoked cigarettes, but like I smelled them so strongly. So for some of you, it could be like anxiety. You could like, yeah. For some of you, it's a habit that you need to walk away from. It's really like slowing down your immune system or slowing you down. It could be like for some of you, it could be overeating. It could be inactivity. It could be like sweet sugars. For some of you, it's like an attitude towards something. I just keep hearing perseverance. Like they're like, please just walk away from this. Commit, right? Commit to this and yeah. Like it's like you're gonna have to have patience. 7 of Pentacles. Like you're gonna have to have the patience to really go through this. You're gonna have to have the patience to stand up against any kind of judgment that you might fear for what you're doing. I feel like too, like I feel like we've been hearing this a lot in the collective. There could be people that are working through like past life, like soul trauma. If this is around your spiritual gifts, you could have been like judged really harshly for it, or you could have, dealt with something like that in a past life. Yeah. Yeah. And that needs to be balanced out. Refusing to leave, like three of like it's not there's no more time to waste. There's no more time to wait around waiting for your ships to come in, because whatever you were expecting, like it's not here. Like it's not going to be in the place where you are now. So it's time to put in that action. It's time to put in that work, and it's time to really invest and really work on something else. A new romantic cycle begins. Let's move on. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I really feel like there's like soulmate energy here with that coming in here, or like something from your past. Something is returning from your past. The Hangman in reverse, like that situation that's been held off or that has been being repelled. Because I also saw the 2 of Swords. Yeah, the 2 of Swords. Like you could have been blocking this, but as you're healing, like this is opening back up. Okay, there's a new energy that wants to come into your life like really badly, but there is like forgiveness is what I'm hearing. Forgiveness has to happen. Like if somebody here is like, I don't know if this person would ever forgive me, or yeah, there's this energy of would they ever forgive me. There is a sense of things need to be a little bit like there needs to be some vulnerability here. There needs to be like, not in a negative way, but like there needs to be some kind of like okay, some understanding is what I'm hearing. Tell me more about the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. I have to. Wow. That's so weird. Like, this card feels like blank. Like, nothing. It's a big block. Like, it's like you don't even see it. It's like there's nothing. You're not getting any, you're not allowing something to happen. Yeah, healing, the star card, there it is. There needs to be healing happening around here, around this situation. Yeah, and you're not allowing it to happen. And there's a lesson that you're refusing to learn. Um, I really feel like it's some kind of lesson around rejection, around some kind of fears of rejection, or fears of acceptance. Yeah. High Priestess. I really feel like in the past you have felt very rejected because of your gifts or because of your spirituality or because of something along those lines. And I really feel like it's an issue that Spirit is really trying to help you to resolve in this lifetime. Yeah, they're really trying to bring in this Ten of Cups for you, to bring in some sense of real happiness. For some of you in a past life, you could have belonged to a culture that believes that possibly that if you were a spiritual being, that you weren't allowed to have like a family, that you weren't allowed to have love, that you weren't allowed, that you had to stay like virginal, or that you had to never marry or never have those kind of relationships. But in this life, you are being asked to kind of to do the opposite of that. You know, you're being asked to still have a family, or still have this very like human side of yourself, while also balancing out the very spiritual side of yourself, right? Because that's what's going to bring you like true happiness. But there is a part of you inside that has this deep soul scarring where you're like, having a family and having those things is like a distraction or like a trap, something like that, like where it feels like it's a trap, or it feels like it's not real, like it feels like it's an illusion or something like you're not allowed to have. I just heard excommunicated. So for some of you, you could have been like excommunicated from your spiritual community in the past because of who you chose to be in a relationship with. So it's giving me this very either or feeling. It's like you can have love and have a family, or you can have your spirituality, but you can't have both. And I feel like it's a really deep scar. Yeah, it's a really deep scar that your spirit guides are really trying to help you to work on. They're really trying to help you to heal that. I really felt like you dealt with some really, oh wow. I just saw that, but I just put it back. It was the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I just did a reading where that came out. I did like the soulmate reading where it was like you're coming into union with this like a soulmate energy. But this person was really scared of a King of Pentacles in reverse and a Queen of Wands in reverse. And it was like, and I kept reading it as like past life energy. So it's like, it was like people that came back into your life again kind of energy that was really making you feel like you couldn't have both, or like you couldn't be accepted for both. These could also be like old paradigms that you have been taught in this lifetime, like, oh, you can't be too weird, or you can't be too this. You'll never find a person that'll accept you for that. You know, like you need to hide that part of you, because nobody will ever want to be with you. Yeah, the Strength card here. You felt like you've had to hide a big major part of yourself to be accepted. That's what I'm feeling like. And Spirit says that's what you need to really be working on right now. That's really getting down to the nitty gritty of it. Yeah, you've dealt with a lot of really judgmental energy in your life that has just judged you for just being you. And Spirit is saying that it's time to let go of that energy that's held up inside of you, right? It's time for you to put up those proper boundaries towards this. And this is a part of you, a part of your shadow self that's really been enlightened here. All right, it's this Queen of Wands energy where you really internalized a lot of the fear, a lot of the negativity, a lot of the doubt, a lot of the judgment that you were given in your before in the past. Okay, and that you really internalized a lot of that. And you have this really, really deep subconscious fear that just being who you are isn't good enough. Or just allowing yourself to be, you know, like if you're wacky, be wacky. If you're silly, be silly. If you're loud, be loud. If you're, you know, if you want to dance around, dance around. If you want to be, you know, like it's just kind of like, oh, like there's no way that somebody will accept me if I do this, or if I do this, if I'm this way or I'm that way. So I need to change who I naturally am to fit and to be accepted. Like there's no way, you know, like there's no way I'll have a soulmate that'll you've been taught like people in your past have made you feel like they have to endure you, right? Like you are a burden onto them that they have to endure. Like, ugh, why do you do that? Like, ugh, why do you act like that? Like, ugh, oh, you're so annoying to have to deal with you. You might have really dealt with a parent that made you feel like that a lot, or like a sister or brother or somebody in your family that made you feel like you were a burden onto them for just being who you were, you know, or just existing. You know, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to, that you were the one that actually had to endure them acting that way, right? But Spirit says that it's a really deep part of you that you really need to shower a lot of love on, because you need to understand that that deep subconscious part of you, it really affects you. It's a really big, major part of your shadow self that you really need to shine a light on, and that you really need to, you know, have the strength and have the endurance to overcome that, because it gives you a lot of subconscious self-worth issues. Yeah, especially around whether or not you'd ever have a partner that accepts you for exactly who you were. You also, I'm not gonna lie, you also might have had a really bad wound around this in a past life, because you could have had a partner that didn't choose you, or that made you feel like you weren't good enough for them. Okay, and I think that's something that has come up again in this life for you to overcome, for you to learn that like that's not true. Like, I'm not, like, for the right person, like for the right person, for your partner, because you do have a soulmate out there, and you exactly for who you are, and everything that other people have made you feel really guilty or made you feel like wasn't good enough to you, right, for you, will be the exact things that person really loves and appreciates about you, right? Not saying that there aren't some toxic traits and things like that, or some you know, triggers and things that we naturally have to grow out of, and that we have to evolve out of, that we have to like really, you know, test to really push ourselves to evolve outside of our traumas and things like that. Like, of course there are those things, but I really am getting a big sense like you were made to feel that way about just regular things about you, where it was like nobody should have been making fun of you about that. Like, who cares? Like, what does it matter? Like, it really doesn't, you know? And I really feel like you had some people around you that really had a lot of their own insecurities, and so they bred a lot of those insecurities into you, because of certain things about you. But it's all part, right? It's all a part of Spirit's way of working this lesson back into your life, right? Of understanding and facing down that's like, no, I am not just my insecurities. Like, no, I am not all of those things. Like, no, you know, no, I'm not too much. No, I don't talk too much. No, I'm not too loud. No, it's not weird that I like this and I like that. No, that it's not weird that I dress this way, or I like that, or I like this. That's not weird. There's nothing wrong with it. I am just who I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. And yeah. A time to give rather than take. Yeah, look, and then now the King of Pentacles in reverse just comes out. It's like this unreliability. Um, it's like the shadow side of the shadow side of your feminine energy is this really like judgeful energy, and the shadow side of your masculine energy maybe comes out with you being a little flaky, or you not like saying like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then you don't really follow through with it, or saying that you know, and it's because it was some kind of negative something that you were taught as you grew up. You were taught that, you know, yeah, and it could be something inside of you that you really don't like. You know, it's a part of yourself that you're like, I really wish I could grow out of this. I really wish that, right? Commit. I really wish I could commit to it. Spirit saying this is the truth, okay? I really wish I could commit. You might have this very like loner kind of sense about you, but it also like adds to your isolation in like a not healthy way, right? And you're like, Spirit is telling you, come out of your isolation, come out of your tower. I just heard, come out of your tower, come out of your isolation, right? This is a lesson, exactly. This is a lesson that you haven't learned in a past life, and Spirit saying it's something that's keeping you really trapped now, and it's coming back up around, right? Because it's holding you back from getting like, it's like manifesting inside of you as like fears of what the future holds for you, right? Because Spirit is saying what really, you know, what is really being illuminated is that, you know, you have all of this bright sun energy, that you are this beautiful beam of sunlight in your life and in other people's lives around you, and that you bring a lot of, the truth is this, that you bring, that you're not a burden, that you bring a lot of happiness and a lot of contentment to a lot of people around you. But there is this something inside of you that makes you feel like it's not really there, or it's not true. All right, Justice. Okay. Yeah, is this something that's really, really holding you back from really getting this inside of you that you really, really need? Like, it's really, really holding you back is what Spirit is saying. And so Spirit is, yeah, Spirit is saying that this is a fear. This is, right, this energy right here, this devil energy, is fear inside of you that's been placed inside of you through other relationships that you've had in your life. And Spirit is saying, you know, through other relationships, whether that, you know, they're family, friends, you know, other romantic relationships and things. Yeah, and Spirit is saying, like, they really want you to take a break from this, like to give yourself a break from really, oh, I just realized that Spirit was like, get a different deck. Okay, just 1 second. Just hold on. I got the Work Your Light deck. Spirit had asked me to get this deck before I started filming, but I forgot. I had to do a couple of other things. Totally forgot to get this deck out. But yeah, like Spirit saying, like, take a rest, take a break, slow down, be easy on yourself. Don't push yourself so hard. Yeah, you're good. Like, get grounded into your energy. Go outside, spend some time outside, calm down, breathe really deeply, right? You're going through a really huge transformation right now, and might be why you have so much of this pent up energy inside of you, right? That we were talking about earlier in the reading. Yeah. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm, exactly. Right? Like, all this is coming up right now because it's all things that you need to that you all look at that. Dance, we talked about that earlier. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Exactly. Do something to change up your energy and change it around, right? Transformation. Things are changing. The transformation card came right back out, right? That's that Queen of Wands energy. Like, flip that Queen of Wands energy around and turn it into peace and understanding, inner temple, devotion, right? I kept talking about that, right? Staying committed, staying devoted. Tune into the portal of your heart. Yeah. So, like, really taking care of yourself. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connects with nature. Definitely. So get into this grounded energy. My nose is itching really suddenly. Like the side and the tip of my nose is like itching so bad. Ooh. Yeah, initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Exactly. That's what Spirit's saying. Like, you're going through like massive transformations right now. So don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. Take a break. A starseed, what lights you up? Yeah. What gives you that passion? So I really feel like you're transferring over to a lot of starseed energy. Look at that. And there it is. Take a break. All right, play, take a break, spend some time just enjoying yourself. Exactly, because you're going through a huge awakening right now. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Okay, Spirit. So that's what Spirit is saying, right? Like, take a break. You're going to, like, be easy with yourself, be sweet, be gentle with yourself, right? It's okay. Mother yourself, take care of yourself. You're really going through a lot right now. Unbound, exactly. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Oh my gosh, right? We were just talking about that. Releasing a lot of past life energy and releasing a lot of soul patterns and like releasing contracts. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Face your true north. Exactly. Spirit said, stop overthinking it. Stop thinking that there's something else, that what it is that you're not doing is actually not like an action Spirit wants you to take. What it is that you're not doing is coming to the realization that you're doing it, right? You're doing it. How you're living, how you're going about it. You might be constantly asking Spirit, like, well, what is it? What else is it that I need to do? And Spirit's like, you just need to accept it. Accept the journey. Relax, right? It's happening. Allow it to happen and unfold. There isn't something necessarily that you need to do, right? Besides the whole getting more in contact with your body, getting more in contact with your passions, getting more in contact with really what gives you that fire, what gives you that passion inside of you, right? Because you're releasing a lot of these soul contracts. Yeah, again, that play energy coming back out. And again, with the take a break and play energy coming right back out, right? The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Exactly, right? This is happening for you. Like everything that you're going through is happening for you. You're already doing it. Stop trying to push yourself so much all the time to think that it all has to always be about taking an action. It's not always about taking action. It's just about allowing yourself to live, right? Just allowing yourself to live. Oh. No in reverse. Okay, so it did come out in reverse. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. For some of you, there might be some, like people might be like, can you help me do this? Can you do this? Can you take this extra job? Can you do that? Can you do that? Like spirit might be telling you like, no, say no. Say no so that you can have a little bit more personal time right now. Say no so that you can spend a little bit more time. Like there's nothing wrong with saying no. And you don't have to have plans to say no. Like, no, I just want to, I want to sit at home and I want to relax and I want to have a day off. Like, no. Exactly. Boundaries. You need to work on your having boundaries around energy that might be asking you. For some of you might be going through awakenings and you might have like spirit guides coming to you to talk to you a lot, or like people's energy pulling on your energy a lot, and you need to learn how to disconnect from that energy and be able to say no. Like, no. Like, no, I need me time right now. Like, no, I need to turn this off right now. Like, no. Yeah, pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah. So a lot of you are going through energetic awakenings and upgrades right now. And spirit is just saying, learn how to say no a little bit more in your life, right? Learn how to say no to the right things. Sometimes it's not always about getting up and getting another job done or starting another project. Like sometimes it's about just chilling and relaxing and really listening to your inner being, right? Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Take a break. Again, I feel like that's what you're being called. How are you're being drawn to take it easy right now. Trust the niggle is in reverse. Some of you aren't trusting that little feeling. Calm down. We're not trying to get free promotion here, okay? Just what is that niggling feeling telling you to do? Like some of you are not trusting it. Like it's been telling you just calm down, just breathe, just relax, just be okay about it, right? It's gonna be okay. Okay, take a break. Take a break to realign your life, right? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill, right? You're stuck on the treadmill. You're stuck in the hamster wheel. Take a break. It's okay. Some of you might literally need to get away. You need to spend some time away. You need to spend some time just like unplugging and just like not pushing yourself to keep going. Age of Light, you've been in training for this for lifetimes again. And then Keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you, right? So ancient ancestors, people, old soulmates that have been in your life with you before, okay? They have been walking with you before. They're here with you. You've been training with this for lifetimes, right? A lot of past life energy a lot of past life karma is being worked through right now. And spirit is saying like, that's what you need to do, is that you just need to work on healing, that you just need to work on taking that break, taking that rest, disconnecting from some energy that has been, making you feel drained. Like really tap into that energy so that you can kind of identify like what exactly is it that's been making you feel so drained, right? And spirit says that for a lot of you, it's just that you're going through these energetic upgrades and it's completely normal. It's part of the process. And you've been kind of being hard on yourself, like, oh, like why can't I just push through this? Why can't I just keep making myself work? Why can't I just keep doing this? And spirit is saying, because you need to take that break, because it's what you need to be doing, right? Sometimes it's gonna be about pushing yourself forward and going, and then sometimes it's gonna be about taking that rest and stepping back and stepping into more kind of like chill energy. And that spirit is saying, yeah, right? A new start is coming. There's a brand new start is coming, but just stay as like, cool and calm and collected and understanding as possible as you can in this time. Like, it's not time to start being too judgmental of yourself or other people. Believe in the impossible, right? And there's that full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in the way, right? And I really don't feel like it's necessarily like a really big like pride or ego that we think about it in our traditional sense, really. I did do another reading where I was where it was about two people that really need to forgive each other, and that also felt like that tied into this full moon. And I'm not sure which one. I'm pretty sure I'll put this reading up first, so keep on the lookout for that reading over the next few days on the channel. Because I really feel like it, you know, I recorded that today as well, and I feel like it definitely ties into the energy that we're talking about here with this. Yeah, just that new start is coming. Like, I feel like a lot of you have been feeling this new start coming, and you feel like there is something that needs to happen, or is there action that you need to take, and Spirit saying it's just time for you to relax and heal right now. You're healing so much, you're doing so much. Like, Spirit's like, you're already doing it, right? Like, we need to convince ourselves a lot in the Western world. We feel like healing has to be like this really active, like we have to be going and doing and getting up, when sometimes it's not really about that. It's just about allowing yourself to think through it, allowing yourself to rest. Like, you have to go through periods of rest too. And that's what Spirit's saying. You've been pushing yourself through this period, thinking that there was something that you needed to do, but what you need to do is just realize you need to rest. What you need to, something that you're not doing is just realizing like you're already doing it. That's what you're not doing. What you're not doing is realizing whatever you're doing right now, you're already doing it, right? So work through any kind of fears that you're having about not being good enough, or not doing enough work, or not, you know, not caring enough, or not putting in that work enough. Spirit saying like, you have no idea, like you're putting in so much work. Like, acknowledge that and give yourself the grace and the understanding that you need, right? You're healing so much right now. You're not, like, sometimes healing doesn't look like you like getting things done on the outside. Sometimes it looks like you just sleeping more. Sometimes it looks like you just doing the work mentally and thinking through things and journaling and doing, you know, and doing those things. A new romantic cycle begins. There is a whole new romantic cycle that's coming into your life, a whole new cycle that's coming in. And I just heard spring. So definitely I feel like there's going to be a big shift in energy when we switch over, especially starting in March. I feel like, especially starting in March, there's going to be a really big shift in energies here for you. But Spirit is saying, yeah, just hold your vision. Just know that that's happening. And just keep, you know, keep resting, keep doing what you need to do right now, okay? Like, it's going to reveal itself. It's going to show itself. Just breathe about it. That's what Spirit's saying. Just breathe about it. Show the world the real you. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope this gave you the clarity that you need. Yeah, birthing a new age. You're doing so much. You're breaking the chain. You're breaking all these cycles. You're breaking out of all, you know, you're unbinding yourself. You know, you're breaking out of all these past cycles, breaking ancestral patterns, right? Healing and rewriting the future. Like, you're doing so much work, and Spirit is saying stop making yourself feel like you're still in the cave. You're not. Like, you're out here. You're breathing. Like, just see yourself there, right? See yourself to where you really actually are. You need to get in touch more with your body, because you're doing so much spiritual development and awakening work right now. Dreaming a new world into being, right? Giving yourself an all new, like all these new possibilities. I almost just put these decks together. But Spirit is saying, like, you know, be a little more open, a little more understanding to yourself, right? Conclusions are within reach. Like, you're doing it. You're already doing it. You're pushing yourself there. Yeah, you're going through this massive transformation, right? You are going through this massive transformation. You're already doing it, right? So give yourself a break. All soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, there's ancestors, there's spirit guides all around you, helping you through this time period right now. So allow yourself to see that. Yeah, and there's definitely something around movement. If there is something that you want to put into work, it's some kind of movement that you need to, like, regularly work into your schedule. That's what Spirit is saying. Okay, yeah, just work on your devotion to that right now, to just, like, unapologetically really loving and devoting a lot of that energy into your self-love and self-care, okay? All right. If you liked this reading, give it a like. Okay. If it resonated for you, let me know in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing and sticking around with the tribe. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you in advance to everybody who likes, who comments, who subscribes, who, if you feel guided to, donates to the channel, or if you feel guided to or drawn to to reach out to me through my email to get any kind of personal readings from me or any kind of spirit guidance from me. Okay. The links for all of those are in the description box down below, sorry, and as well as any of the decks that I use in any of my readings are always there in the description box. Just scroll down and they're down there. So I will catch you guys in the next one. I really hope this brought some love, light, and clarity into your life, okay, my sweets, and I will see you later. Bye.